This is the new Honda Clarity. The Clarity is at the forefront of Honda's electric dream. We plan to have 2/3 of the cars that we sell by 2025 to have some form of electrified powertrain. And not only is it the first in a long line of Honda hydrogen cars, it's also smashing records for the hydrogen sector itself, boasting both the highest range and the largest seating capacity in the sector. Hi, I'm Sam. I get to work with this cutting-edge piece of technology every single day. Let me tell you a bit more about it. So when it comes to the interior of the Clarity, the eco-conscious theme that pervades through the whole car rings true in here too. With that 80% of the material was used to create the interior, being the low environmental impact. The Clarity has a few interior features to help you drive it as efficiently as possible. One of which is the blue ball on the dashboard, which expands and contracts to show you how much hydrogen you're using at that moment in time. The other is a central screen, which shows you the powertrain status and charging status of the batteries and discharge status of the fuel cell. The Clarity has been designed from the ground up to be as aerodynamic as possible, which has led to quite a high rear of the car. To combat this, what the designers have incorporated is a tunnel. So when you look in the rearview mirror, you can see straight through and out the back with no less visibility than any other car on the road. When it comes to the exterior of the car, Honda's design team had one key goal: aerodynamics. In order to maximise the range that the car can travel on one full tank of hydrogen. One of the most difficult things to manage in the aerodynamic design of a car is the drag that's created by the effect of the spinning wheels. So these air curtains effectively channel a high-speed current of air across the front of the wheel. Air is taken in through a small duct in the front of the car, it's passed over the front of the wheel, and we have the same thing at the rear. Total effect of that is a huge reduction in drag. The next design feature that we'll have a look at is the very unique wheels. So what we have is a regular 5-spoke alloy wheel with a 10-spoke plastic cover attached to the front of it. What this cover does is it draws the hot air out from behind the wheel into the airflow generated and also aids in brake cooling. And the final thing is actually the overall profile of the car. So as we can see, a very smooth roofline coupled with the high tail. What this does is this reduces drag and vortices that are created over the top and back of the car. This helps improve efficiency, which in turn helps improve the range you can travel. And next, I'll show you how a hydrogen fuel station works. Two of the main questions that we get with our hydrogen-powered cars are, how do I fill it up and how long does it take? Let me show you. So to fill it up is no more complicated than filling up your petrol-powered car. You swipe a contactless card on the payment panel over here, pick up the nozzle, attach it to the car, and 2 minutes later, the car is full. So the hydrogen is pumped from a storage tank in the filling station at a pressure of about 10,000 psi and minus 40 centigrade. This gives you roughly, depending on conditions, somewhere between 300 and 350 miles of range. So what sets this car apart from an average car on the road is obviously what's under the bonnet. And when I say under the bonnet, I really do mean all under the bonnet. So what sets this car apart from its key hydrogen fuel cell competitors is the fact that this is the first ever to have the entire powertrain contained within the engine bay. This has been done with a generation on generation reduction in the size of the fuel cell of about 1/3, and some clever reconfiguration within the engine bay has meant the overall powertrain now is no bigger than the standard V6. And safety has been one of the key parts when designing this car. The whole way across the top of the engine is a ventilation system. In the event of any form of emergency, the car will safely vent any hydrogen that is active and lock its tanks for full safety. Hope you've enjoyed that preview of the Honda Clarity, and we look forward to sharing our next steps on the road to electrification in the coming future.